The USDA published today the most recent estimates of world agricultural supply and demand. There are three takeaways for me and one glaring omission from the report. But before I get there, let me talk about those three things. First, the USDA revised upward the size of the Brazilian soybean crop. This was expected by the marketplace. There was some noise that the revisions of the USDA would actually be more significant than what they published today. So keep an eye on this going into 2019. That's the size of that crop is actually a big deal when it comes to pricing 2018, 2019 crops. The second thing is that the wheat market is holding up nicely. There were some beliefs that due to the reasonable prices that we had for wheat, that this was going to trigger an increase in the supply, and that increase in supply would put some downside price risk for producers. But some countries in the world are experiencing some production challenges, and right now it led the USDA to actually revise upward their forecast for the average US wheat price. And finally, livestock production in the United States still projected to climb in 2019. This seems consistent with the expectations of the futures markets right now that believe that the demand for red meat is going to remain very strong going into 2019. The report of the USDA that will be interesting to watch and monitor will be the one released on December 20th. We'll get a better idea then of the actual pork supply going into 2019, and so this is going to have an impact in the marketplace going forward. The one glaring omission in the report for me is the relationship between the United States and China. Right now the discussions are to find solutions that are permanent, but right now there is quite a bit of noise right now that China is going to announce pretty soon that they're purchasing more US products, including soybeans. So this is definitely going to have an impact in the marketplace. But keep an eye on that relationship between China and the US. I would argue that this is what is going to drive the ag markets, crops and livestock for the next couple of months, more so than any type of estimate about supply and demand in the marketplace. Going into 2019, this is going to be really important to monitor, especially as we get closer to seeding intentions for 2019. For more information on ag markets and latest trends, go to our website at fcc.ca in the Ag Economics section.